Give everybody a chance to tap in with the kid before we start building on the subject matter for the day. I ain't really got too long to chop it up with y'all, man, but I just wanted to get on here, for the end of the month, man, and chop it up, give y'all some motivation and inspiration. And then I'm going to go ahead and dip. So I got about maybe 30, 35, 40 minutes possibly. Chop it up, build, see how y'all been living and feeling. But what's the word, man? Let me know how we living and feeling on this wonderful Friday. Hopefully y'all going into the weekend on a positive and healthy note. Y'all see that? Y'all see the subject matter, man. Like I said, man, I'm just feeling like I got to pass some inspiration and motivation along. Magic, Anais, peace, what's happening? What's the word? How everybody living? How everybody feeling on this wonderful Friday? We just passing that good energy along. Hey, Doris, Garden, peace, what's happening? What's the word? How we living and feeling? Hopefully everybody is peaceful, positive, powerful, productive, efficient, healthy, all that. Hydrated, because it's pretty hot out these ways. Oh, yeah, Dor, we tapped in. Yeah, like I said, I haven't been going live as often, but hey, it is what it is. Here we are. We tapped in. I just want to give y'all the message, the sermon for the day. We talking about imitation, faking it till you make it, all that type of nonsense, and how that's really a form of suicide. Like, you should never embrace those type of philosophies and concepts. You should always strive to stay true to self. Always. Always. All magic rims. Yeah, man, everything is good. We could complain, but that's not really going to do much to better our situation. So we ain't even going to rock with the complaining. So everything is everything. It's all good. We stand centered, balanced, and all that good stuff, man. Just focusing on elevating, getting better day by day. Hey, God, it's peace. What's happening? Hey, Anais, it's almost, man, it's feeling like, I think it's about 100 over my way. Yeah, I think it's about 100. But we in here, man. We gotta stop. We gotta stop the self-sabotage, the self-suicide. When you're imitating folks, you're following folks, trying to act like folks, trying to be like folks. Man, you killing yourself. That's a form of suicide. It's a psychological form of suicide when you try to mimic somebody else. Stop acting like that. Stop moving like that. And the same goes for when you embrace the philosophy or the concept of faking it until you make it. I can't embrace any of those concepts because I feel like I'm killing a part of myself when I embrace those concepts. I feel like I'm killing a part of myself when I follow somebody, when I try to emulate somebody and not put my own twist to something. Like, I feel like I'm killing a part of myself, when I'm out here trying to fake it, when I'm trying to laugh at something that's not funny. I just feel like I'm killing a part of myself. I shouldn't be striving to live like that, man. That's a very uncomfortable way to live, and that's a very destructive way to live. Door, everything is good. Business is good. My personal workouts, good. Everything is great. And the air quality, Chicago got affected heavy. But St. Louis, we got hit with some of that smog, but we already know what that's about. But we got hit with a little bit of it. But the air quality is definitely not the best. Definitely not the best, so you gotta protect the immune system. You gotta protect the lungs. Like, we gotta make sure we are eating these foods that strengthen the lungs, strengthen the immune system, the respiratory system, so these systems don't get affected by this bad quality air, or not even get affected, but able to combat this bad quality air. So definitely stay on top of them raw fruits, raw veggies, man. That's gonna protect you in regards to combating this bad quality air out here. That's how you got to do it. Raw fruits and veggies are great for that. So make sure you getting your veggies and fruits in, man. If you're around this bad quality air, for the most part, even if you're not around the areas that they say are getting hit, you probably still got bad quality air where you at, because they've been messing with the air for a very long time, even outside of what happened in Canada. Like, they just been spraying chemtrails in the air for a long enough time to where the air quality everywhere is pretty much low grade. Emmanuel, peace, what's happening? Yeah, nice. Y'all ain't too far. Y'all ain't too far from us. So, yep. Yeah, we gotta stay on point. We gotta pay attention. And then, man, the Supreme Court, man, there's a lot of stuff going on with the Supreme Court, man. So I've been getting updates on my phone. Supreme Court passed this. Supreme Court didn't pass this. So it's a lot of stuff that's going on right now that's just under the radar. But the Supreme Court busy right now. You know, the student loan relief joint, man. There's just all type of stuff going on. The affirmative action, the college admissions, like all this type of stuff is going on while we focusing on some other things. But the Supreme Court going to work. Man, I done got like 5 or 6 updates on my phone about something that the Supreme Court didn't approve or did approve. So we gotta stay on point about what they doing. Because they going crazy right now. They going crazy right now for no reason. So we gotta watch that. That's how they slide something in on us when they start approving this, when they start approving and not approving all these things. They slide something in on us, man, and we might miss it. Oh, God, to see, we know how that's gonna go for us. Yeah, what they tell us basically to get over it. You know, everybody else got some compensation for stuff that happened to them except for us. Apparently, we don't deserve to get compensated for what our ancestors went through, but everybody else kind of does, though. That's interesting enough. But yeah, that's how that go for us. We supposed to get over what happened to our ancestors like it's not still affecting us, but everybody else get some type of compensation for what happened to them. Except for us. We supposed to get over it. We the group of people that's got to get over what happened to us. You know what I'm saying? So we already know what it is. Like they owe us. They owe us big time. But I highly doubt we get any form of reparations. And the sad part about it, yes, got to multitask. But the sad part about it for me, this is, and I've said this to a lot of people. This is an unpopular opinion. But matter of fact, it was K Reno, one of my favorite rappers, listen to. He said in their song, but I didn't say this before. Even if they were to give us reparations, we gonna give that money right back to them collectively. Even if they were to give us reparations, hypothetically speaking. Now we can do whatever we want with the money, so I ain't mad at it if they give it to us, but we gonna give that money right back to them. Unfortunately, due to the programming. So in reality, it's like they might as well give it to us because we just gonna give it back to them, you know? So I'm like, man, might as well just go ahead and give us that bread because we just gonna give it right back to y'all. We gonna buy all the designer garbage nonsense and then look up 2-3 years later, most of the black folks that got the reparations gonna be broke or crying broke, you know? So they might as well go ahead and give it to us. We gonna go right to their stores and shop. Boom, peace, what's happening? I'm good. Everything is peaceful. Jordan, peace, what's the word? Yeah, y'all ain't caught me live because I ain't been live for real like that, you know, but we gonna crank it back up. We gonna go hard. You know, I'm just trying to encourage y'all to be yourselves out here. It's a market for that. You ain't got to fake it till you make it. You ain't got to fake it to increase your income. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to fake it and all that. You ain't got to emulate the white folks to increase your wealth. You ain't got to do any of that. You can be yourself out here and you can thrive. You can thrive perfectly fine by being yourself. You know, you do not have to sell out. And we need to show more images of black folks, especially not selling themselves out, not selling their people out, and prospering just fine in life. It's a lot of folks out here that's doing that, you know, but we don't display those images. We don't advertise those images. We show the images. I ain't gonna say we show the images, but we do. But they like to show us the images of the folks that's selling themselves out, being other than them true selves or their true selves. You know, selling their people out. It's the images that they show in regards to the successful black folks. They like to show them. They want to make it appear as if when you what they call woke out here, then you broke, you suffering. That's the image that they like to associate with somebody that's dropping knowledge, that they out here just broke and they struggling. And I know y'all done tapped in. I know y'all done figured that out, you know, but that's the image that they like to associate with somebody that they call woke, conscious, whatever the case may be. You know, when you are a black intellect, they like to associate you with being broke and struggling. Nah, we got plenty. It's plenty of us that's out here thriving, and we are. We ain't then cut our hair, cut off our locks in order to go get a job. We out here prospering just fine on our own, you know. But they don't like to show those type of folks. They don't want to show that. They want to show somebody such as myself out here struggling. Like, look at it, all that information, all that knowledge, you out here struggling. They want to show that type of image. Nah, we got to show more of us thriving. More of us thriving. We got to show those images, man. And that's good not only for the future, but for the present as well. You know, the young bulls need to see that. They need to see, okay, you can accumulate this information, you can speak the truth, and you can earn a decent living. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible for me to be myself. It's possible for me not to sell my people out and still earn a living, still live peacefully. It's possible, fam. It is very possible. It's possible to be yourself and thrive. Trust me. Trust me, it's possible. It may not come overnight. It may not be as fast as if you did sell out and sell your people out, but it is possible. It is very much so possible. So we have got to stop selling ourselves out, selling our people out. We falling right into their hands when we do that. Lindell, peace, what's happening? Anais, yeah, won't buy black at all. Instead, we like to overly criticize black businesses and things like that. We like to overly criticize black businesses. Like that's stuff that I be noticing. We can't wait to put a black business on blast. See, I be trying to support my people, but the customer service, this, that, and the third. When they had that one bad experience, they always want to get on social media and say, see, this is why I don't be trying to support my people and all that. Like you ain't never had bad experiences dealing with the white folks. You ain't never had bad experiences dealing with the Asians and the Arabs. I done had bad experiences with everybody. I done had bad experiences with black businesses, Arab businesses, Asian businesses, African businesses. You know, like I done had bad experiences everywhere. You know, so I deal in equality. If I put the black business on blast on Facebook, then I'm going to put the white business on blast. Then I'm going to put the Arab business on blast. Then I'm going to put the Asian business on blast. So I'm going to deal in equality. If I don't put any of them on blast, the one time they treat me incorrectly, then I'm not going to put the black business on blast the one time they do me bad. That's just how I roll. Gotta see that. And that's what I was saying. It ain't going to happen overnight, but it's very much so possible. It's very much so possible because it's a lane for everything, even conscious folks. You know, it's plenty of us like-minded folks. So once you tap into your niche and realize that's your niche and whatever it is that you're doing and you target that niche correctly, it's all good. You know, Billy Carson got a book that says, what is it? Woke doesn't mean broke or something like that. It's like a 600-page book and he laying the law down. You know, so nah, just because you decide to be conscious don't mean you got to struggle. I know plenty of conscious folks that's not struggling. You know what I'm saying? It's just, that's the image that they like to associate with it. You know, because at the end of the day, generating any form of wealth out here is a struggle. You know what I mean? It ain't never really coming easy unless you inherit the wealth. When you a first generational wealth builder in your family, like it's not gonna come easy. Only time that becomes easy to somebody is if they inherit it. Somebody hands you this wealth, say, here, boom, here's the wealth. If there ain't nobody handing you this wealth, then it's not easy no matter how you go about it, you know? But straight up, though, it ain't going to happen overnight, but it's very much so possible. It's plenty of brothers and sisters out here that's kicking the knowledge, man, and staying true to themselves, and they living peacefully. You know, they living good. Like, I don't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I specifically strive to uplift, get my people in shape. I ain't even worried about these folk, you know? And y'all know who these folks are. I ain't even worried about them these days, you know? I'm focusing on elevating my people, getting them in the best shape possible. Carlos, peace, what's happening for sure? Howard, peace, what's happening? Appreciate that. Oh, goddess, and you know, we good for that. You know, and again, that goes back to imitation. When we get on these platforms and we down our own people, We acting like these other ethnic groups. We acting just like them when we start talking about our own people. We acting just like them. Now, I'm not saying that you give your people a pass just because, you know what I'm saying, but you ain't got to put them on blast, man. It's a way to address everything. It's a way to address everybody. We got to start running the social media on all these platforms, ready to put people on blast and expose them. Like, it ain't even, come on, it ain't that deep. It ain't that deep because I know you done had bad experiences somewhere else, man. And you wasn't putting them on blast. But as soon as it's your own, you can't wait to get on social media and say, I be trying to support my people, and here's why I don't be doing it. Because y'all always got attitudes and this, that, and the third. But then they don't be quick to showcase the black business that has great customer service. Take that for granted. You know, we take good customer service and things like that for granted, man. We don't highlight them. And that's what I've come to understand, man. Like, even in my line, like, I'm not saying my peoples don't appreciate me, but it's like my customer service so good, it's crazy. You don't hear much about it. It's crazy when things are going good, when people don't have no complaints, they don't say anything. We've been so programmed to only say something when there's a problem. So when customer service is good, we say, oh, okay, cool. That's how it's supposed to go. We're not going to say anything. But when things are going bad, then that's when we want to say something and put everything on blast. Like, nah, we got to keep the same energy. When things are going good, like, man, every time I go to dude, it's all peaceful. Say something. Let people know that. You know, we wait until there's a problem. Just like our health, man, we wait till it's a problem to get serious. We do that when it comes to these businesses. When we have a problem, now we want to say something to the public. Man, you'd have been going to this place for 5 years and you never shouted them out when everything was going good. Then the moment they mess up your order one time, now you want to get up on there and go crazy. Divine, peace, what's happening? Akuma, peace, what's happening? Hey, God is for sure. They go order Chinese food for one, where they chopping up cats, dogs, rats, and everything and putting it in the rice, and they know they doing that. And some of these, let's be honest with you, we got a lot of rice shops. St. Louis is known for the Chinese food, what we call Chinaman. That's what we call it here in St. Louis. We known for that. These places don't necessarily be the most sanitary. You know, man, you will go up in a Chinaman around here, man, and it's flies everywhere. It be all type of crazy up in there. Don't necessarily look that clean. And we go up in there and we giving them all the money. Giving them all the money. Ain't saying nothing about it. Ain't saying nothing about the appearance of the place. Ain't saying nothing about the flies. But let that be a black business, then we gonna turn around and be like, oh, it was unsanitary. It was dirty. It was flies everywhere. Man, I know for a fact folks that walked inside of these Chinese places, man, and it done been flies and everything everywhere, and it done been dirty. And I ain't seeing no reviews on that. Like, I didn't see that, fam. Like, I know for a fact that be happening. But let them walk into your establishment and it ain't immaculate, then they want to put you on blast. They taking pictures and everything, man, putting you on blast. It might just be a bad day for you, you know? But it's all good. We gonna rise, you know, at the end of the day. Lindell, you say, what's your take on the Supreme? Man, I was just talking about that, Lindell, right before you tapped in. The Supreme Court going crazy. Man, they going crazy. You know, I'm getting alerts on my phone about the Supreme Court approving. They're approving this, not approving that. You know, the student loan relief, boom. The affirmative action, boom. And Lindell, you say, what's my take on the affirmative action decision? And do you feel it's another way to hold our people back to a certain degree? Pretty much. And I called this, though. I called this way back. Goldie, what's happening? Clocks in, peace, what's happening? My brother Antonio, what's happening? But I called this a while back, and I said it. I said this when I graduated high school and was really tapping in. I was like, this what's finna happen. You know what I'm saying? Because back in the day, a degree meant a little bit. You know, when you got you a little degree, it might have helped you out in life. Nowadays, everybody getting a degree. It's nothing. The value, the more of something that's in the more of it that's in circulation, the less it's worth. So that's what then happened to degrees and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So now, hey, so now that's just going to affect us, man. That's going to affect us because we got all these degrees. We getting all of these degrees. Now we on the same playing field as them. You know what I'm saying? We got the same degrees they got. You know, we got more degrees than they got. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, hold up. Y'all ain't finna keep denying us these jobs. We got the same degrees. So now these degrees ain't worth nothing. Now they about to start changing the rules up on us. They about to start changing the rules up on us. You know, a degree had a little bit of value back in maybe the 60s and 70s when you was black. Like, oh, okay, you got a degree, cool. You might be able to you may be able to find a little bit of work, whatever. Fast forward to 2023, man, a degree, that's nothing. That the college degree, even almost the PhD, but the master's, that's the new high school diploma. Man, don't nobody care that you got a college degree no more. But they instilled that in all us black folks. Education, you know, go to school, go to college, get your degree. They instilled that in us for so long, knowing what they was finna do, knowing they was gonna change the rules up on us. Like they knew how this game was really gonna go, you know. But they kept putting, hey, education, get your degree, give us all your money. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it is. Got us in all that debt. Man, nobody, degree don't, man, you go in there talking about you got degrees, they looking at you like, so what? You know what I'm saying? Like, it means nothing. Can you, like, they don't care nothing about that. Oh, yeah, God is, man, don't even get me started on them being nasty, using no gloves and man, don't even get me started, but I'm telling me these people gross. You know what I'm saying? When you go in some of these restaurants by these other folks, it be some gross things that's going on with some of these other ethnic groups. You know, for real. They be nasty out here, fam. They be straight nasty. Like, for real. They don't care what they feed y'all. Like, man, you go up in here, you giving all your money to these Asian folks, thinking they care about y'all, man. They feeding y'all anything. For one, they don't even eat that fried rice, you know, but they feeding us that fried rice, that garbage that they don't even eat. And they putting all type of trash in that rice, man. And like she said, ain't washing their hands, ain't doing nothing, man. It's filthy. It's all filth, man. For real. Y'all better, hey man, y'all better open your eyes and recognize what they really be on out here. Folks don't be caring about us, man. Man, gotta see, and you know the problem with that, because I'm not really a fan of it. Everybody, you know, I feel like separation is best for us. Like on the real, integration, I don't even want to say destroyed us, but that's probably what it did. But integration, I feel, messed us up. I feel like we just had the wrong mentality when we were separated. You know what I'm saying? Like we were separated and we were striving to be like them. We associated everything on that side as right and exact, as pure, as good, and all of that. So we were striving to be with them. You know, we had the Negro Baseball League. But that wasn't good enough. We had to get over there to the MLB. We had to go play with them. So we felt like that was if I make it here, I done made it. No, you didn't already made it. You in the Negro League. You know, if we would have just kept focusing our energy on building up our own, we'd have been good. But and that was by design. They made it that way. You know, they wanted it to appear that way to us. So that's how they designed everything. But we didn't realize how great separation really could be for us. We didn't capitalize on that, you know, and we always striving to be like them and be on their level. First of all, I don't want to be on their level because my nature surpasses their level. So why would I want to be like them? Me striving to be like white folks is me actually dumbing myself down. Like, no, we surpass that naturally. You know, when we tap into our true selves, man, we surpass them. You know, so why would I want to be equal to somebody that ain't even on my level? I'm bringing myself down. I'm dumbing myself down. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. Hey, Trill Sinatra for sure. Hey, Antonio, you already know. You already know. Clocks in. You say what's the book recommendation? Man, I mentioned it. I got it behind me somewhere, man. Let me see if I can go grab it. I might grab it real quick. Hold up. Y'all know me, man. I got 1,000 books I could recommend. But here we go. I mentioned it. The Billy Carson book. There you go. Woke doesn't mean broke. Contrary to however you may feel about Billy Carson, I don't know. I don't know if you like him or not. I ain't the biggest, you know what I'm saying? But I give everybody a chance. And this book got some jewels in it for sure. This book got some jewels in it for sure, man. It's like about 600 pages. But practical advice, man. Practical advice. Woke doesn't mean broke. Billy Carson. That's the book recommendation for the day. That's a solid joint, man. Like a lot of practical advice. For real. For anybody that's on the path that I'm on, you know, you striving to stay true to self. You know, you got knowledge of self and you don't want to sell yourself out and sell your people out. That book is imperative. For real. Hey, Crippin' 2 times, my brother. Peace. What's happening? Antonio, you already know. You already know. I ain't finna let them keep poisoning me like that, you know. For real. Y'all already know. Yeah, gotta see. And that's the part why I said we didn't that army. We need that army, fam. We need that army. We need that military. Like, we really all need to come together. That's why I always shout out the Nation of Islam, man, because the fruit of Islam, that structure is what's needed. Like, we just need a military to protect everything it is that we build. You know, when we separate, you know, like, we gotta have that military. We gotta have thousands on the front line ready to die, you know, protecting what we done built. Just like they got the military, and then they recruit us to fight in their wars and things like that. It's like, nope. Just imagine if we separated and we said, look, we ain't fighting y'all wars. The only war we fighting is black folk. You know what I'm saying? We not fighting y'all wars. You know, man, listen. If we just came together, I'm talking about all the groups of us and came together, formed our own military, and man, we just start occupying land and things like that, man, we'd be powerful. We done had glimpses of like what that could do, glimpses of what that could do with the Black Panthers when they was policing the police. Like, we didn't have it. You know, we just gotta transcend above and beyond what they did, learn from their mistakes. Like, I was watching the interview with Turk, and he straight up said it. He was like, man, you can't hire no regular security guards out here. A lot of them be scary, but he was like, if you hire them Muslims as your security, he say ain't nothing happening to you. And this came from Turk. So a lot of dudes in the entertainment industry hire the FOI to be their security. They say, man, if you hire them, they say nothing is happening to you. He say them dudes is thorough with the security. We need more of that. You know, we need more of that to protect our interests, and we can't have no corruption when we had these folks. That's what be happening too. We had security, we had a military, and folks got corrupted. You know, R.I.P. to Fred Hampton. You know what I'm saying? That's how Fred Hampton got. You know, brother sold him out, gave him the whole layout of the apartment, everything. You know, so we can't have none of that. That's the problem. Like that's a big part of the problem. We can't be selling each other out. You know, we got to be able to detect the moles, fam, because you're going to have all of that. You know, we going to have all that. You're going to continue to take those L's because everybody got a price, man. So they're going to throw a price at somebody. Somebody going to take it. We just got to we got to train ourselves on how to identify the mole, how to identify the rat, man. You got to, how do I identify that? You know, we got to take classes on that, man. We got to learn how to do that. We gotta learn how to read body language, man. You gotta learn how to read people. Like, man, something ain't right with dude demeanor. They must have got to him. Get him out of there. Mr. Sanders, what's happening? Like, that's how we gotta start. We gotta start operating like that. Like, man, hold up. I'm noticing that demeanor done changed real quick. Off with such and such. Get him out of here. We don't trust him. I don't even care if it ain't right and exact. But according to my studies, your body language has changed up on me. that means this. So we got to get rid of you. We ain't taking no chances. We ain't taking no chances. You know, so that's another thing that messed us up, man. Folk infiltrating, them infiltrating the movement, paying off people to be corrupt and be the spies and all of that. Like, that stuff is garbage. But again, gotta stop selling the folks out. Gotta stop selling your people out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Rebecca, peace, peace. Happy born day for sure. God is exactly, you know, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. And I done ran into a bunch of them skin folk that ain't kin folk. I done had my fair share of disputes and back and forth with them and things like that, you know. I done had my conversations with them. You know, I can't stand them actually. You know, I cannot stand them. I done had words with them. And a lot of times it's easy for me to identify a lot of them too. It ain't nothing that, like, I'm able to identify a lot of them, especially on the men's side. I'm able to identify a lot of Sambos in the form of black men. Like, I'm able to identify, man. I came across so many of them in my life. It's really not hard for me to point them out, almost on sight. You know, for real. Like, it's almost like when somebody see my locks and think something, you know, I'm able to identify some of these folks, man, especially after I had conversations with them. For real. All disciple for Christ, man. Hey, I already know. The wrong crowd, if you keep hanging with them long enough, most definitely gonna get you killed. That's why we can't be hanging around these wrong crowds, man. You know, pay attention, tap in, man. We gotta choose your circle wisely. And if that means that you ain't gonna have no circle, then that's so be it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gotta have no circle. I'm good. I might have 2 or 3 people that I really can rely on or fool with. That's cool. That's enough for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't about to be relying on a large circle of people. Man, come on. The more people in your circle, the more people you got to keep an eye on. You know, so the more people you hanging around, the more people you got to watch. You know, I made that mistake a few times when I was a kid. Having a bunch of people let you, you know what I'm saying? Having a bunch of people at the crib. Next thing you know, things come up missing. Well, it's hard to find out who did it when you had 5 or 6 people in there. If you would have just had one other person in there, it's easy to find out who did it because it was only one other person in there. I didn't steal my money because it's my money. But if I got one other person in this room with me, and after that one person left, the money is missing, easy. But if I got 6 people in there, man, I might not ever find out who took that money because now all 6 of them going to deny it. So the more people I got around me, the more people I got to watch. That's why I don't be rocking with a lot of people, man. I'm not trying to be tapped in to a bunch of people like that. That could be stressful. That could be a little too stressful for me. You know, I'm cool. A lot of people know me. But as far as letting them in and communicate with people on a consistent basis, like, man, that's a very select few. And it definitely doesn't form a circle for me. It ain't no circle. No. It ain't a circle at all. I'm going to tell you that for sure. You know, I didn't, man, listen, I didn't been burned by some folk that I'm talking about. I've been knowing since out the womb, like literally. I done been burned by some people fresh out the womb, bro. I don't do that. It don't take much out here, man. I don't do that, fam. I cut you off, bro. I don't care how long we been cool. I don't care if our parents cool. I don't care about any of that. What you not finna do is burn me. One time, hey, I might. But if you burn me more than that, I ain't got no problem cutting anybody off. Family, so-called friends, anybody. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care about any of those labels and titles, man. If you keep playing with me, man, I'm not finna be dealing with you. You know, straight up. I don't have no remorse. I don't feel some type of way because I done had to cut somebody off. Bro, if you messing with my peace, you getting cut all the way off, and I'm not gonna care about it. I'm the wrong person to be doing bad because I don't care. I don't have, like, listen, I don't deal with emotions, man. Like, I don't care if I cut you off, bro. I'm not gonna be sitting around like, dang, I can't believe I had to cut my mom off. Man, I ain't finna, I don't care. fam. Like, you mess with my peace. If you mess with my peace, you disturbing my peace, man, you got to go. I ain't associating with you. Can't do it. And I ain't gonna feel no type of way about it. Just because of the way I view the world. Like, I'm the wrong person. You keep playing with me, all right, cool. Moving on. Cribbing 2 times. I'm already here. I know exactly how that goes. Life is way better. Bobby, peace, what's happening? Big Bank. Hey, y'all know Zero, one of my favorite people to listen to. Because of that reason, I relate to a lot of that dude music, you know? Gotta see they be, of course, they be on it, you know? And I be so tapped in, like, ain't got time for it. Clocks in. Hey, there we go. Let's get it, man. Where that song at? Hey, Rebecca, there you go. They hit you with a surprise. That's what I'm talking about. Moni, for sure. Man, I'm trying to tell you, man, I can get on here and drop some stories. You know, man, people don't be knowing the half, man. A lot of people, man, they see how I am now, man. People don't think I done been through a lick of anything. You know, people don't think I don't know why that is, but I don't wear my emotions on my sleeve. Like, man, you would look at me, you can't really tell what I'm going through and things like that, because I don't wear it like that. You know what I'm saying? But man, I got stories for days, man. Y'all to be surprised at some of the stuff, man, that I done had to go through, man, and just some of the betrayal that I done had to deal with. You know what I'm saying, man? Just the way I done, man, broke my back for folk. You know, and you look up one day and these folks act like they don't even know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, what? I done been there, done that too many times. Broke your back for folk, fam, and they can't even come holler at you. You know, man, you done showed up. You know what I mean? I'm talking about showing up for folks when they done lost family members, fam, and you lose a family member that's like close to you, and they don't show up for you. You know what I'm saying? But then they'll show up for somebody that they wasn't knowing longer than you, like little stuff like that, fam. I don't have respect for that, fam. If I'm rocking with you, man, I done pulled up to some of my clients' funeral, like people, man, I might not even been knowing them for about 6 months, and they have a family member that passed, and I pull up at the funeral. Y'all, I pull up at the wake or something, and I don't even like dealing with people and going out in the public like that, man, but I done pulled up, man. I done pulled up folks that I done been knowing, family members that passed, because I'm thinking we fam. I'm thinking that's going to be reciprocated, but that's what I got. I guess that's what I get for thinking. You know what I'm saying? I got to deal with death, and ain't nobody that, you know what I'm saying? These same folks that I done tapped in with, y'all think they tapped in with me when I'm losing my cousin, my grandmother, and all these folks, my aunts and all that? Ain't nobody said nothing. Them same folks that you going out your way for. That be wild to me, bro. That's wild. Like that's some of the wildest stuff on the planet for me, for people to be like that. You know, so when that stuff start happening, when people start revealing those type of colors, I'm like, all right, man, I'm good. I can't rock with you. Fam, I can't rock with you. Something like that will cause me to say, nope. Something like that will cause me to be like, man, I can't fool with you, bro. Something happened to your people. I check in with you. I tap in. I show up. And something happened to me or my people that you know, and you don't tap in. Nah, bro, we got to we got to disconnect. Hey, Tony, peace. Dean, peace. What's happening? You gotta see exactly. That's why I don't be giving people no chance for real. I didn't stop. Yeah, Bobby. I don't have. Hey, I don't have a problem cutting anybody off. Hey, everybody that knows me knows that, and don't even play with me. Especially now, like, don't even play with me. Don't even play with me, for real. You know, just don't play with me. That's all I ask for people. Don't play with me. I don't play with people, so don't play with me. Hey, yeah, disciples of Christ. Hey, man, I'm telling you, then, man, jealousy. You know, folks create a narrative in their mind about you and be jealous of something that ain't even right and exact. Like they'll create a whole little situation in their mind. They depict you a certain type of way, and that certain type of way ain't even a reflection of reality, and they envious of you because of the image that they done painted of you in their mind. Man, that stuff will get you killed, man. Hanging around an envious and jealous dude as a man, man, that will get you killed. Dudes will set you up. Man, that stuff is crazy. Man, I do not listen. I done been around jealous dudes, envious dudes. Man, that can get you killed, man. That will get you hurt. So I can't hang around that, fam. I can't hang around that. You know, y'all think women is a certain type of way. Women get you all caught up and crossed up. True that. But man, you ever been around a jealous dude, a jealous homeboy, a so-called homeboy? Man, that brother wants to see you dead. Trust me. He wants to see you fall. He wants to see you fail. He will sabotage you. I ain't going. You know, I didn't been around that. I didn't been around jealous so-called homeboys. I done been around envious so-called homeboys. And I'm trying to tell you, that's almost worse than the man. I'm trying to tell you, they neck to neck with that chick that y'all swear foul. Man, jealous homeboy, man, that's a dangerous dude. So when you dealing with your homeboys, man, and you spot that jealousy, man, you better leave that. The brother gonna get you killed, fam. I'm trying to tell you, he gonna get you killed. He gonna get you hurt severely. Chris, I cut them off instantly. You know, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I've been around that, man. That they will set you all the way up, man. Have you all in a situation that's crazy. I don't play around like that. Moni, I'm trying to tell, man, false narratives. Man, I done had so many people create false narratives. And man, and that's why you gotta document everything these days. Fam, that's why I'm glad we can screenshot stuff. Man, because people will swear up and down you said something that you know you didn't say. But if you don't have no documents, man, you might actually start believing you said something that you didn't say. You like, damn, did I tell him that? Man, it done been times, man, folks that said something or said I done said something. I'm like, man, I know I didn't say that. Man, you got to go back and that's when I go dig up, find the evidence. Like, boom, this is what I said. Don't put words in my mouth. Like people are quick. Man, you got to watch people, fam. People are quick to create a false narrative. Man, people will make something up real quick. I'm the person, I will tell you I don't remember. Like, I'm not going to tell you what you said. Or I'm about to paraphrase it. I'm like, I think you said, or like, I'm going to paraphrase it. But I'm not about to act like I remember what you said verbatim if I don't remember or if I don't have evidence. I'm not ever going to say you said something knowing that you did not say that. You know, or I'm going to just tell you, man, I don't remember what you said. If I don't remember what you said, I'm going to tell you. I do not remember what you said. I'm not about to make up something that I think you said. Oh, well, I think you said, nah, I don't know what you said. I can't go off I think you said. Let's go ahead and check these messages and go to exactly what you did say. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, man. Hey, Dean, my condolences for sure, man. My goodness, man. Hey, man, we losing people left and right out here, man. My condolences, though. But yeah, I ain't got time for that, man. People be creating these false narratives, man. I really don't have time for that. I don't get caught up in that nonsense. Let's deal with the actual facts. We're going to keep the documentation. I'm going to screenshot. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm going to remember. I ain't going to try to go off of my memory like that, even if I know what you said. Even if I know I remember what you said. I'm still going to keep that. I'm going to keep the documentation. Because people be out here quick to make up something that, you know, say you said something that you didn't say and say they said something that they didn't say. Oh, well, I told you this, that no, you did not. You know, and here we go. Let's go back to the conversation. That's why, man, that's almost why I like texting and all of that more than talking on the phone. Because I got my documentation. When we text, I got the documentation. Fam, when you send me a message, I got, boom, this is what you said. When we talk on the phone, it ain't recorded. Then, hey, is he say, she say at that point. So that's why sometimes I like to send a text because we able to document the text. You said this in a text message on June the 5th. Now you telling me that you did not say this, but on June 5th, this is what you sent me. Boom, I got the screenshot. You know, so straight up. That's why I like to keep the documentation like that. All in Dell for sure, 100%. 100%. But hey, definitely keep your documentation. That's hey, keep the documentation. When it's a conversation that's on that type of time, and you know this conversation it's gonna come a time where y'all gotta revisit this conversation. Keep the documents, record the conversation, send messages, something, document it. When you know this is a conversation that will be revisited in the future, make sure you keep the documentation. Keep documentation, because I know we're going to revisit this conversation. So remember what you said. And if you don't remember what you said, I will, because I'm going to jot it down. Going to jot this down. So now you can't come back when we revisit this conversation. You can't come back and say, well, I didn't say. Yes, you did. It's right here. Choose your words wisely. Crib it 2 times, man. The mom's right and exact for that, you know. But yeah, I'm documenting everything. I'm not gonna let you get one up on me and say you said something you didn't say, or say I said something I didn't say. Nope. Let's just revisit how this conversation actually went word for word. That's gonna eliminate all the I think she said, or I think you said. Eliminate all that. Eliminate all that, fam. Eliminate all that. We don't even play around like that. That's why, like I said, I don't even got time for that. When the conversation is going like, well, I think you said this, or I feel like you said, I don't deal with feelings. I don't deal with what we think. I'm going to deal with the actual facts. What was actually stated and said. That's what I'm focusing on. I don't care about all this other stuff. I don't care what you thought you said. I don't care about what you think. I don't care about what you feel you said. No. Feelings and thoughts and all that don't necessarily equate to the reality of the situation. Oh, Chris, them be the main ones, you know. Those be the main ones that's talking crazy, and then swear 5 weeks ago they ain't say that. Yes, you did. And I know you did, and I know you did, but you lying. But it's cool though. We gonna keep it. We gonna keep that documentation. That's how we gonna roll. But y'all, man, with that being said, I gotta head back up to the gym. Gotta finish off my day, finish off my evening. I ain't had that much time. I really went over though, but it's cool though. I'm gonna go ahead and tap out, man. I gotta make this smoothie, and I gotta hit this road, head up to this gym, man. So I appreciate y'all tapping in with the kid. Man, I mess around, got my pen stuck, but I appreciate y'all tapping in with the kid, adding on all your input, all that good stuff, man. So I don't know when I'm gonna tap back in with y'all, but I'm gonna try to crank it back up in July and start going live a lot more, way more than I've been going live, you know. So I'm gonna let y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Friday and enjoy the weekend. I'm out, man. Y'all be easy out here. Peace.